Hello, I'm David Hart, Executive Vice President at the Florida Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to another edition of the Florida Chamber's Bottom Line. Our special guest today is Senator Doug Broxson, Chair of the Senate Banking and Insurance Committee. Senator, welcome to the show.
Good to be here, Dave. Thank you.
It's great to have you with us. We're here today to talk about assignment of benefits reform. It happens to be a little area of the law related to homeowners insurance and auto insurance where Florida has seen an explosion of lawsuits, of fraud, of abuse. In fact, in 2006, there were 405 lawsuits, and just last year it had gone all the way up to 34,000 lawsuits in this area. So can you help our members understand a little bit about the magnitude of the problem and how it impacts them?
Well, for over 100 years, we never had a problem in how to file a claim. And then we had, in 1974, the first AOB claim ever filed. And then in 2018, as you said, we had 36,000. Why does this happen? Someone found a feature in the policy that allowed you not to go through your traditional process of contacting your carrier, but in many cases going directly to an attorney through a vendor. A vendor shows up at your home during an emergency and asks you to sign a form, and that form gives them total rights to your policy, and their incentives are much different than yours as a homeowner's. Theirs is to make profit. So that's the beginning of the phenomenon that we call AOB.
And this loophole in the law has an impact on consumers because the fraud, the abuse, the lawsuits causes rates to go up on all of our policies. But you have a solution. You are the author of Senate Bill 122. Talk a little bit about your solution. How would it help solve the problem we've encountered in assignment of benefits?
Well, what it does is it puts the power back into the insured's hands and takes it away from a third party. And there's several techniques that allows that to happen. But one of the features that they've used, the vendors and the attorneys, is what they call the one-way attorney's fees. And it was designed for the owner of the policy that says, when you're dealing with David and Goliath, Goliath being the insurance company, we wanted to give you a tool that made the playing field equal. So if you could prove by $1 that you were, whatever offer you got from the insurance company was improper, then you could win your lawsuit. That was designed for the insured, not for a third party. The third party has abused that statewide, primarily in Southeast Florida, and we're needing to put a stop to it.
Well, thank you for your leadership and the efforts you're taking to reduce the explosion of those lawsuits and the impact that's having on our homeowners and auto insurance rates. I want to close by asking you, for our viewers, our members, what would you tell them about how could they be involved in helping cure this problem? How can they stay engaged to make a difference?
Well, the first thing they can do is notify, because this is an active process we're going through that is going to need every legislature, both in the House and the Senate, involved in the solution. So contact your local representative or senator and say, I do not want to see my premiums go up because of the bad behavior of a very few people in the state of Florida. And that's exactly what's happening. And you can do something about it. You can make a difference in your local community by being involved directly in sending that message to your senator or your representative.
Chairman, thank you for your leadership and what you're doing on this important issue. We look forward to working with you all session long. And to our members, thank you for joining us on another edition of the Florida Chamber's Bottom Line.